Hi Aries, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. Let's call in our spirit guides, see what we have today for love, what's next in love, what's coming towards you, any loving energy that could be around you. Let's see what they want for you today. Spirit, I call upon you. What is it that you want us to hear? What is it that you need us to know at this time? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have frozen, shutting down. Somebody is at I don't know where I stand with somebody. A little bit of a where do we go from here? That happens, like we just don't know. Is it going to, move forward or not? But where do we go from here is coming into me. Like, I'm not sure where I stand, and I'm kind of waiting patiently. Let's see, I have big changes. The next phase, I'm filled with hope. I'm kind of hoping that it goes, I like the butterflies. I kind of like this kind of rebirth energy, transformation. I have home. I feel at home with you. I feel comfortable. That feels good, doesn't it? Isn't that pretty? I know it's not Christmas, but it's so pretty. I feel so comfortable with you. I'm going to say I'm hoping for more. It's a feeling of, I'm asking Spirit, are you hoping? Are they hoping? I'm hoping for more. It was almost a feeling of they're hoping. Okay, so I'm going to go with they're hoping for more. So I do feel like I'm at home with you. They could be starting to realize that this is a really good thing, like it's becoming consistent. It's working. We have some time. Now, there's all these feelings out there with if somebody gives a certain amount of time, I have a couple months into it and it's been going pretty good. I've got 6 months into it and it still feels good, things like that. Intimacy, the chemistry is there. The chemistry is good. I mean, they're saying we've always had chemistry. Okay, so you could have had chemistry right from the beginning. Like that never was your issue. Maybe consistency or what we both want, or why all of a sudden are you kind of pulling back or at a standstill a little bit? I thought we felt comfortable together. A love offer, love wins. I like that. I feel at home. I think that you are realizing that this person is somebody who I'm going to say wants something more. I feel like there's a feeling of I was alone for so long, and sometimes people miss that. And other times people just love to be with their new person so much, and they just say, now that I found you, I don't ever want to let you go. I don't ever want to go back to being alone again. Okay. It took me too long to find you. I didn't realize how lonely I was until I met you. So I have a feeling some of that is going on. It's that I didn't know what I was missing. Right. And then here you are. So this person definitely feels the connection. I would say it that way. It's sincere. It is a sincere love triangle. I'm not feeling that. I don't feel like this person is a player or keeping options open. I feel like they're happy. Yeah, I want to stay together. I want a forever you and me. I do feel that way. I'm going to say it that. I do feel that this person is moving in the direction of, I didn't realize, how at home I feel with you. And I just feel comfortable. I mean, and I think that says a lot, because you have to sometimes just go with, how do I feel when I'm with this person? Am I anxious? Am I nervous? Am I Do I feel like I need to get up and go, or do I sit down on the couch and hang out for hours and talk and, just be super at home, just like if I was at my house with you, something like that. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have an Eight of Wands. I have a Five of Cups. I have a Nine of Pentacles. This is interesting because it came into me, and I'm looking at the bottom of my deck because I want to see what's happening. I have a feeling that you thought they were going down the path of walking away. And they're going down the path of like, I'm not walking away, and I actually want to do more with this connection. So this could be a fear. It could be, is this person, doesn't really want to be in, when I really want this person to be all in. I feel like there's a sudden shift. I feel like we get over this fear of, you're going to know one way or another, Spirit just said. Okay, you're going to know whether this is moving forward or not in a very short period of time. But this feels like a sudden shift of, I do want to move on to the next level. We've always had some chemistry, or we had chemistry right from the beginning. And then this feeling of where do we go from here again is coming in. We could be intimate. Maybe we've been intimate recently, and that was kind of like the crossing over line. Like, okay, so we've been intimate. Now what, right? Do we say, I'm not going to be with anybody else? Are we exclusive? Do we want to be together? Do we want to spend more time together? I think that was the crossover point. We had some kind of intimacy. Whether you slept together or not, it doesn't matter, but it's some kind of intimacy that I feel like is bringing you together a little bit closer. Spirit, can I have a couple of clues? Anything about this person that you want to share with me? Okay, I have muscular. Okay. Works out, you work out. I love your body. That feels good. We always had chemistry. Nothing wrong with that, just very attracted to you. So it's not the only thing Spirit's saying. Trading Bitcoins, stock markets, maybe in the financial business. Maybe both of you are in like finances, something like that. I have a little bit old-fashioned. I feel like I don't want to see other people. I do. I feel like we crossed over into trying to make this work and seeing where it goes. And the first step is, I don't want to be with other people. I'm hoping you don't want to be. Is it old-fashioned? I think it's respect. I think it's, if you really want to be with somebody, you really have feelings for somebody, it's really hard to be with somebody else. So I do feel like that's kind of like step one, is that we, we're going to be exclusive, and I feel like that's a decision we make together. So maybe that's the next step for us, or next level. I have a musician that came into me as I can play multiple instruments. So it felt like I could play keyboards, I can play drums. This is somebody who could be like talented on a multiple of levels. So that was kind of interesting. I have a double chin. I feel like I'm laughing about that, like I'm not perfect. I have a double chin. Politics. We talk politics, not that they're in politics, but we could have the same political views. We could both be ranting and raging on either side, but we both have the same thoughts about politics. I have a rainbow that came into me as I see your light. I see how you shine. So this person's very in tune to your energy, what's inside of you, all of those feelings. And I have mature, not necessarily old, but how about somebody who's headed into a relationship that has a good head on their shoulders and is an adult, adulting, right? Adult dates, treating you with respect and value and maturity. So many times we say, you know what, this person's so immature, it's ridiculous. I'm just not even dealing with them. So, somebody who you actually want to be with feels good, feels really good. What else do you have for us, Spirit? I have a Scorpio energy. This is uncharted territory. I have an Aries energy. I love uncharted territory. I want to see where this goes. Yeah, it's both of us admitting, like, they started the reading with where do we go from here? We had some kind of crossover point, some sudden shift and I'm thinking it's intimacy. That was okay, now what do we do? Like this has kind of opened up the door to, I really don't want you to be with anybody else if we're going to be intimate, something like that. So we agree that we're not going to be with other people. So that's kind of the start of this early commitment, I feel. I have Pisces, I had Libra. I have doing the groundwork. I'm investing in you. I'm putting down roots. I feel at home with you. It's starting to grow. All of those things. I'm an open book. Ask me anything. One of my favorite energies is the person who says, I have nothing to hide. I am somebody that you can ask anything. Like nothing is really forbidden. Bottom of the deck, I have a Capricorn, and they're saying to trust your heart, that your kind of path is leading you to this kind of beautiful red rose, and it's in full bloom. So in this case, trust your heart. Let's see what kind of connection this is, if they will share that with me. Soul connection. Spirit, what is the soul connection that you need me to know today? I have a divine connection. Your connection is divinely guided, deeply spiritual. Trust in this higher guidance. Allow it to lead you to a love that is pure, profound, and transformative. So I've got this gorgeous energy of the divine has brought us together. So I don't feel like you're going to have to work really hard with things like back and forth energy or indecisiveness. I really feel like you are going to have somebody that, like I said, it's a crossover point, whether we are admitting feelings that, I love you, or there's a forever feeling starting to happen. But it's good news. It is. It's very loving. It's very grounded. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for your comments, everybody. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website. I'll put it in the description below, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com. Thank you always for being here. We'll see you again real soon.